r/AskReddit. You can read this as any question you want. What is your answer? Cook ground beef, diced onions, chopped jalapenos, and a bit of salt in a pan. Drain and add taco seasoning. Add beans and diced tomatoes and stir for a bit. We prefer black beans and canned tomatoes, but you do you. Pour all of it into a big mixing bowl and add lettuce and cheese and avocado and salsa. Stir it all up and serve on top of crushed nacho cheese Doritos. A corn-fed harvest mouse, a hooker, a nun, a Flemish peasant woman, whips, chains, whistles, yo-yos, a circus midget. My grandmother riding by on a bicycle giving me the finger, and a duck. Because my wife farted in her sleep and it was so loud the baby woke up, so I had to get her back to sleep and I grabbed my phone and started scrolling new posts. That's why I'm awake at 3 a.m. I guess. It just depends on the type of chat you're talking about. Runny or clumpy? Personal, I prefer the clumpy. A lot easier to portion. I prefer to remove it with a scalpel, but an plastic junior kitchen knife with a red handle made by Toys R Us from 1972 to 1998 works too. Never use the one with blue handle, or possibly if it turns green. I love it, but at the end of our sessions I'm always left tired with a sore anus. I'd say you shouldn't try it unless you have plenty of money. Taco Bell is a cruel mistress after all. The weirdest thing I ever had in my shoe was today. Somehow an unpopped kernel made its way in there and I didn't notice until I was already in class. Was a strange moment pulling it out. I guess that there are enough idiots in the country to support Trump even if he shat on their forehead and consumed their youngest child. What's your guess? 1. Well, yes, but actually no. 2. Well, sadly Japanese breed visa is not real. Sad weeb noises. 3. For many of them, women are totally out of their league, so they created meme that girls don't exist. WTF is wrong with you? If that's your opinion, I definitely do not agree, you ignorant fool. David Tennant is the best Doctor Who, and no dogs are better pets than cats. 5 cups of baking soda, 2 cans of beans, 8 grams of sawdust, 2 teaspoons of liquid nitrogen, 1.34 cups of solid carbon, and a kilogram of antimatter. Preheat the oven to 300 degrees, throw the ingredients in a bowl and stir slowly. When finished, add a bit of seasoning if you wish, any kind except salt. Pour mix on tray and put in oven and cook for 23.4 seconds. When finished, enjoy. Let's see. Carry the 4, add the quantum numbers, divide by 69 and I will be funny in about 60 years. That guy on Sesame Street who always fell down the stairs with all those pastries and cakes. Why does he even still have a job? Adjusted for inflation, he probably lost the company thousands of dollars. There was always so much fanfare about what desserts he was carrying. It was obviously a rich clientele. That is absolutely disgusting of you to say. You are a piece of shat and you disgust me and all of humanity. You dumb fuck. Go die in a hole, you motherfucker. Yes, after inserting it into the giant sloppy thing with tentacles you gotta pull it out before it swallows it. Otherwise it's gonna get pregnant. Yeah, just 3 blocks away from the usual Wendy. Don't get loose mouth on me now. Once you pick it up, drop a quarter for me anywhere in my backyard. Not a direct debit and membership and professional development stock and credit administrator, but I know a friend of 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 a friend who is, I can assure you, never. On advice from counsel, I invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination and respectfully decline to answer your question. Just 1 hour at work doing nothing but lurking Reddit before my shift is over. Can't wait to plow Thea some exercises so that I can go swim afterwards. Every time a small object falls to the floor, but I can't see it travel all the way, most of the times, it ends up in a completely unexpected location. I knew that the night was going to be good because she took her teeth out and placed them on the dashboard. The $5 I spent on wine did not go to waste. I was born with glass bones and paper skin. Every morning I break my arms. Every afternoon, my legs. At night I lie awake in agony until my heart attacks put me to sleep. Yeah, life sucks right now. Chocolate is the only thing that makes me happy. Shootouts to my boy Yiddle Diddle the Fiddle Riddle Doy. Keep fighting the good fight. Conserve your strength for the trials ahead. Banish the deep ones from whence they came. If you're by the store, pick up some milk. On the 12th toll of the day of consurgence, look to what remains of the sun, and despair. No, that's a war crime, and, if Hitler showed us anything, doing that kind of stuff can put the whole of the international community against you. And let us not even begin on the moral aspects of it. But I am interested in the money, to be honest. Space pirates by far. I imagine at that point privatized space travel will be pretty mainstream. I think outlaws would be incredibly hard to police and catch. Combine that with the fact that we very well might not even be in New York anymore due to global warming or a variety of other possibilities. It's easier to clean if I bend over, but I just don't always feel like doing that, so I just pull them apart and let the water do the work. I don't know, I never have, to be honest. But if ever find this comment again, just remember today was a good day, and every day before today has been a good day, and I know every day that's yet to come will be a good day. 22/05/2019, 14:42 and 57 seconds. My opinion on this is rather typical, as one would assume. While I am 16, I don't see how you could make all these things about me. And why on earth would he do that? It makes no sense, that poor monkey and that poor child. I'd assume you'd slowly peel the skin back, but I'd be wary of bacterial growth. Biofilm can be a fickle mistress, especially in more sensitive regions. If you don't have a standard tool on hand, anything with a small rigid edge should suffice. Depending on the frequency of cleaning, you'll experience discomfort, but I cannot overstate the importance of removing all foreign mass from the target area. Oh okay, so first of all, that was multiple questions in one. I'll answer each. 1. I don't exactly know where you'd get one of those, I'm sure the darnet could help. 2. Yeah, I guess you could do that if you wanted, I'd be scared of what they'd say if they woke up. 3. Yeah, I'm not answering that one. The most optimal method would be to leave its feathers on and stretch it slightly. But you could easily avoid the whole issue altogether by using a live ostrich. Easier cleanup as well. Well, if we use basic physics along with test standard pre-algebra to find out where it was in the tunnel that the number of chickens decreased from 10 to 5, we could possibly come up with the answer as to when Christopher Columbus' frozen corpse would reach the moon. Yes, comics are based on reality, and Thanos is based on Genghis Khan. In conclusion, Genghis Khan reoxygenated the Earth with killing of approximately 40% of the world population, and was in fact the greatest humanitarian and advocates for climate change the world has ever seen. No, I'm not. In fact, quite the opposite. I'd put an end to it if I had the gumption, but I'm worried about the hassle it will cause, so I just keep soldiering on. Maybe someday though. Because I know I won't make it, and I'm tired of trying my hardest and working on improving myself every day just to end up jobless anyway. Humanity, I mean, it's hard to keep faith in something that keeps proving its own stupidity time and time again. Sure, there's those that restore it, but I mean, one good act can't erase one bad, as the bad are usually far far worse. Yeah sure, I find chopping them up and hiding them in random spots around the country a good move. Just remember to dig at least 5 feet. I have chronic diarrhea from medication. At least now I've gained the skill of deciphering what is a fart and what is not, and I've become desensitized to stomach problems. It was a dog, later being hit by a car and frozen to the road in the dead winter, that had one nut and always kinda smelled like gasoline. Today I was sitting in class and my friend who sits in front of me turns around like he was gonna say something to me, but he's just silent looking at me. Then I say, you look like you're about to say something, but he then says no I wasn't, and then proceeds to say, you have fallen victim of one of the classic blunders. I could really use a pizza daddy. Kinda like a sugar daddy, but only buys me pizza. I love pizza. Buy me pizza and I will love the pizza you buy me too. Honestly, The Clone Wars, 2008. I liked it a lot in elementary school, but looking back, it's an incredibly overrated show. No respect for the continuity of the universe around it, and a lot of stupid unbelievable things. Trans people of Reddit, what was the easiest sigh of you being trans you can remember? One of my preschool staff let us play dress up. She happened to be a lesbian who looked like Nathan Fillion, so let's pretend we called her Teacher Nathan. I ran up to her in full princess cosplay and said, Teacher Nathan. Teacher Nathan. I'm a princess. She had to tell my mom, had tell me after I came out as trans. She told me she was suspicious of me being gay. I'm bi now. When I was making an account on Club Penguin, I couldn't come up with a username, so it generated one for me. I stuck with it ever since. Thanks for watching this auto-generated video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I upload videos like this one daily. I put a lot of time into developing this video generator, but if there have been errors, please tell me in the comments below. Also leave me a link to another thread you would like to see a video about. Have a great day, Alex.